Keeping students and school employees away from the dangers of the coronavirus while continuing with business operations. That's possible. Introducing vSmart Enroll, an online enrollment system that makes enrollment faster, safer, and more convenient. With vSmart Enroll, all relevant documents can be processed and organized in the comfort of your own home. Here's what vSmart Enroll can offer. vSmart Enroll works online and it promotes a 100% paperless transaction. vSmart Enroll paves the way for an easy and streamlined enrollment setup. It is modeled after DepEd's Learning Information System to make sure that students' learning records are documented properly and tracked accordingly. This online enrollment system also supports the Data Privacy Act of 2012, so all your data is guaranteed safe and protected. You also don't have to worry about going out of your house to get enrolled, because with vSmart Enroll, everything can be done online within the safety of your own home. Vibal will also be with you throughout the entire enrollment journey as we will provide consistent technical support to help you navigate smoothly through the system. vSmart Enroll is developed and designed for school administrators, registrars, students, and even for parents' use. With this highly convenient system, an hour of enrollment process can be trimmed down to 15 minutes or even less because of its easy and accessible registration and application process for parents and students. Even the registrars will experience fast and easy transactions. You can also subscribe to vSmart Enroll by paying through various payment channels. To subscribe to vSmart Enroll, school administrators just need to create a school account for their institution. How? Simply go to enroll.vsmart.ph, select your subscription plan, agree to the privacy policy, fill out the online registration form, and pay for subscription. Easy peasy! With this user-friendly online platform, the enrollment process can now be accomplished with just a few clicks. Start your enrollment now! Subscribe to vSmart Enroll and experience enrollment like never before.
Good day, Kavibal, and welcome to our Learn at Home Facebook Live learning session. For the discussion today, the topic will be on promoting responsible and ethical use of technology in the digital age. Before we begin, take note of the following reminders. Make sure you are registered to the webinar to have your e-certificate of participation. Visit certificate.vibalgroup.com to generate your proof of attendance. Share the video using hashtag LearnAs1PH as our official hashtag to our Vibal webinars. Experience learning. Kavibal? And now, to proceed with our webinar this afternoon or this evening, it is my pleasure to introduce to you our distinguished speaker today. Mr. Joram Kim Corcuera is a graduate of Bachelor in Secondary Education, major in English at the Philippine Normal University in 2011. He obtained his Master of Arts major in Communication degree at the Ateneo de Manila University. Currently, he is taking his degree of Doctor of Philosophy, major in English Language Studies at the University of the Santo Tomas. He has been a teacher for almost a decade and has already taught English, literature, public speaking, and research classes. He also represented the Philippines in various international research conferences about education and communication. He has been delivering CPD training sessions and teacher seminars across the country for more than 3 years. He is also into journalism as he has already experienced handling a number of student publications in various schools and universities, including San Beda University and University of Santo Tomas. At present, he is working as a faculty member at the University of Santo Tomas Junior High School, where he teaches communication arts and journalism courses. Ladies and gentlemen, let us all welcome Mr. Joram Corcuera.
Alright, so good evening everyone. Ayan po, isa pong magandang gabi of course sa inyong lahat. I hope of course that everyone is safe. Of course from the virus, sana of course we will remain healthy. Lalong-lalo na of course ngayon na of course as educators talaga namang napaka-crucial and of course vital ng role natin sa society. Alright, so of course as educators, may your teachers, it is really a must for us to understand that we are not just content experts. We do not aim only to teach our students English, math, science, Filipino, araling panlipunan, and other content learning areas. But of course, it is really a must for us educators to ensure that we would be able, of course, to teach our students what is right and what is wrong. It is our responsibility to ensure, of course, that they would be able to establish, of course, to create a strong character inculcated with positive morals and virtues. And this is why today, in this specific session, our topic would be about promoting responsible and ethical use of technology in the digital age. Diba? Indeed, gaya po ng sinasabi ko kanina sa inyo, of course, I'm pretty sure that right now, of course, because it's the first time that we're implementing distance learning, specifically, karamihan ng schools, of course, nag-adapt ng tinatawag natin online distance learning. I'm pretty sure, of course, that we are dealing with a lot of ethical issues when it comes, of course, to the use of technology. Hopefully, of course, today, sana po matulungan ko po kayo, of course, in resolving or at least in trying to avoid these specific things from happening. So again, just like any other talk na binigay ko po before, of course, in the other learning at home session na binigay ko po before, of course, I always begin with a quote. And this time, of course, our quote of the session, okay? Any tool can be used for good or bad. It's really, of course, the ethics of the art using it. Just like, of course, the technology. Indeed, there's no doubt that the use of technology can be very beneficial. But there's no doubt as well that the use of technology can also serve as the biggest, as the major, of course, destruction of the students to learn. So, in other words, it would depend, of course, to us kung paano natin siya gagamitin. But of course, as teachers, as educators, we hope that we would be able, of course, to empower our students using these forms of technology. Sana, of course, ma-maximize natin yung potential ng technology on a positive note, and of course, hindi natin hayaan na, of course, maabuso ng mga bata or maabuso, of course, ng kay sino mang gumagamit ng technology, of course, on a negative way. Alright? So again, today, our core topic would be about ethics for technology use in the classroom. Remember, my dear teachers, of course, it's already year 2021. And with or without COVID-19 pandemic, we have to accept the fact that there are a lot of things in the field of education that have already changed. Let's start, of course, from the system. Diba? Ibang-iba na yan. Of course, from the learners. Dati tayo, of course, nag-enjoy tayo, nag-lecture lang si teacher, nakikinig lang tayo. Ngayon, of course, if we're going to listen to the teachers na nagle-lecture lang, mabobore tayo. Diba? Ako nga, to be honest, kapag nanonood ako, for example, ng webinar, tapos medyo sabihin natin na medyo mahaba yung lecture, kasi syempre, webinar naman, so karamihan talaga, lecture type, right? Talagang inaantok talaga ako. So the same thing, of course, would be felt by the students. That's why, of course, with regards to this many things, talagang kailangan natin, of course, mag-go along with these changes. And of course, pag sinabi natin 21st century education, pag sinabi natin year 2021, of course, ang pinaka-prevalent na talagang pagbabago, of course, would have to be the presence of technology. Right? Especially now, of course, that we are dealing with the coronavirus 2019 pandemic. Diba? Talaga namang, of course, this pandemic, this global disease, of course, continues to pose imminent danger, right? In all aspects of our lives. Talaga namang hindi pa rin talaga tayo makakalabas ng bahay, of course, which really force us, whether we like it or not, to, of course, rely to the power of technology. Specifically, of course, through distance learning. Ganda ng picture, no? Of course, ganito tayo, right? So, we remain, of course, connected through the use of technology, and we remain, of course, safe away from the virus because we do not go out. We do not, of course, get exposed with COVID-19. That is why, of course, we remain safe, right? So through this distance learning setup, we are able, of course, to continue fulfilling our mission to the students. We are able, of course, to continue molding lives, di ba? So paano nga ba natin nagagamit tong technology nito, right? Paano ba natin napapagana itong distance learning na to, right? So always remember, my dear teachers, my dear viewers, my dear parents, my dear students, if there are any, to offer demand-driven learning to an audience composed of digital natives. And of course, our students nowadays are definitely digital natives. In fact, they're members of the Generation Z. Of course, they have innate skills in terms of using technology, right? So educators must utilize the educational tools that provide learning that is accessible anytime, anywhere. So in other words, kahit nasaan pa mga bata, let's say for example, ang bahay nila ay nasa Manila, para mas makalayo-layo, pumunta for example sa mas safe ng lugar. I have students for example na nasa Ilocos, nasa Mindanao, because of course they think that it's safer there. So of course they would stay there. So paano paano tayo magkukunik-kunik kung hindi tayo magkakasama? Again, of course, it is through the power of technology that we will be able, of course, to make things still work for us, right? So now, since we're talking about technology, bakit nga ba natin kailangan gumamit ng technology sa 21st century? Because of course, today, sabi nga natin, our topic would be about ethical issues. We're going to deal with the problems na talaga namang nararanasan ng mga teachers, kabataan, parents ngayon dahil sa paggamit ng technology. Pero bago yun, alamin muna natin, ano ba ang purpose ng paggamit ng technology? Baka kasi sabihin natin, kung meron naman palang ethical issues, bakit hindi na lang tayo gumamit? Right? Aside from the fact that, of course, it is the only way for us to be able to communicate effectively and efficiently to our students na consistent talaga. Of course, there are other reasons kung bakit talaga kailangan natin gumamit ng technology. Number one, of course, it facilitates conversation. Siguro some teachers would disagree, some would agree. Magdi-disagree yung iba kasi sasabihin siguro, actually, alam mo sir, ang hirap nga nilang kausap eh. Kasi imagine online, hindi sila nagsasalita. Para akong robot na nagsasalita sa harapan ng computer ko. Di ba? Kaya nauso nga yung mga meme, di ba? Na parang, if you would be turning on your cameras and your microphone, teachers would greatly appreciate your initiative, right? But then again, you have to understand that the students are members of the Generation Z. And it is proven already by research that they are, of course, more comfortable in terms of using it. Siguro, of course, kung di pa sila sanay, di ba, they're not yet used to, of course, talking with their teachers through the use of technology, kaya siguro medyo naiilang pa sila. But try to observe. Observe niyo yung conversation nila between them and, of course, their peers through the use of technology. Definitely gamit na gamit nila because, of course, they're more comfortable kasi nga, throughout the years, they've been using that, of course, tool to talk with them. Pero sa teachers, of course, nasanay tayo na face-to-face. But then again, sabi ko nga, we have to look for the right combination, of course, to make this thing work. Second, it fosters a more inclusive classroom with a more democratic atmosphere. Yes, kasi let's say for example, there are students, di ba, talaga namang varied. Ang isang klase composed of diverse students. May slow learner, may fast learner, may average learner. So for example, si average learner, of course, sobrang fitting sa kanya yung turo. Si slow learner, kapag hindi siya nakakasabay, of course, the internet will always be there. Google will always be there, of course, to help him out. So, less pressure yun. Hindi na lang masyado nararamdaman yung pressure na, ay, sila nakukuha na nila ako. Parang ako hirap na hirap pa. So, of course, it gives them, of course, the good feeling, right? Na, kumbaga, yung pakiramdam na, ay, okay din pala. Diba? Ay, ayos din pala. Kumbaga parang less pressure sa mga bata, of course, pag gumagamit sila ng technology, right? Third, it is more environmental friendly than a paper. Indeed, di ba po? Kasi pag sinabi natin, of course, technology, hindi na natin kailangan magpasa ng hard copy, di ba, ng mga papel. Even for teachers, di ba, tayo teachers, ilang rim na ng bond paper ang naubos natin para sa lesson plan. Ang mga students, di ba, ilang rim ng papel ang piniprint nila para makapagpasa ng requirements. But right now, natapos na isang taon, halos wala pa akong nire-requirements isang printed output sa mga bata. Right? So again, that really explains, of course, na talaga namang it helps. Lalo na ngayon, of course, na talagang we really have to help our Mother Earth heal. Diba? Kasi talaga namang, kumbaga, matindi talaga yung, of course, hindi lang sa COVID, yung global, of course, warming and then the like. Okay? Fourth, of course, it offers opportunity to educate students about media use. Especially right now, of course, that with the COVID-19 pandemic, di ba talaga namang nauso ang work from home setup. So imagine, if you are the HR, why would you hire someone who does not know how to use technology over someone who is fluent o sabihin natin who is really skilled in terms of using technology, right? Siyempre, you're going to hire the latter than the former. So it is really a must for the students, of course, to develop these skills. Di ba, tinatawag ng DepEd 4Cs. Of course, meron pa tayong most essential learning competencies. Along with this, meron din tayong tinatawag na ICT skills na kailangan natin maituro sa mga bata. Right? So ano po ba yung mga specific pang roles ng technology sa 21st century? Number one, of course, it capture content for students to access at their own convenience. And at the same time, it present learning materials in a variety of formats. So in other words, for teachers, we can use technology to present. We can use technology to teach. Regardless if it's synchronous class or asynchronous class, we can give PowerPoint presentation, we can give them our recording, we can have a synchronous session with them. And of course, from there, the students, of course, capture content. Okay? Of course, in their most convenient time. Diba? And at the same time, number three, it provides opportunities for discourse and interaction in and out of the class. So with the, kumbaga talaga namang growth of course, technology nowadays, talagang napakadaming applications, of course, that you can use in interacting with your students and, of course, in making your classes more engaging. May polling tools, may discussion tools, may content creations, and then the like. Aside from that, of course, it convey timely information, di ba? In one click, talagang updated na lahat, di ba? So, of course, nag-uunahan pa yan, di ba? Ang mga news websites and then the like. So, of course, the students are, of course, kumbaga talaga namang, kumbaga, mas madali magbigay din ng reminder. Hindi lang, of course, sa updates sa current events, pati yung mga announcements, pati yung mga reminders. In one click, available na yung mga yan. And of course, for us teachers, it provides immediate and anonymous feedback, and at the same time, it capture data. So bakit po immediate and anonymous feedback? Na mabilis po ito, immediate eh. Bakit po? Kasi di ba pag pinag-test mo sila, for example, Google Forms. For example, na exam sila dyan, right after they took the exam, you can generate the scores already. If you're using Kahoot, if you're using quizzes, if you're using, for example, Vival's application, mga assessment applications ng Vival, definitely, of course, pag ginamit mo itong mga to, immediately, once the students are done, you can get their scores, and some applications would even offer item analysis. And in this item analysis, you get to identify what's missing and, of course, what should be developed. Okay? So, in other words, maraming roles ang technology. Diba? Hindi lang po yung 6 na pinakita ko. In other words, talagang napakahalaga ng technology in the digital age. However, of course, there are always two sides of the story. The use of technology in the digital age brings ethical issues to the forefront long before students learn how to handle real-life situations from an ethical standpoint. Okay? So in other words, madami rin talaga, of course, naging concerns. Diba? Napakadami rin talagang, kumbaga, alarming, diba, na talagang pangyayari, of course, this school year, lalong-lalo na with the way, of course, the students access and use, of course, technology. Diba? Ilan dyan yung mga sumisikat sa Facebook, yung, for example, lalagay na reconnecting, tas wrong spelling pa yung reconnecting, diba? Yung mga bata, of course, they would try na isahan yung teachers nila. But then again, of course, this is just one of the many occurrences, of course, na kailangan talaga natin teachers mas maging critical at mas maging, of course, kumbaga, observant para hindi tayo maisahan ng mga bata. So what are some of the issues, of course, na nararanasan natin, of course, when it comes to using technology inside the classroom? Okay? So, of course, when we talk about technology in the classroom, the widespread availability of technology brings new and challenging ethical issues to the forefront, right? Of course, we have to be reminded na dati, of course, talaga namang, actually, dati, face-to-face ngayon, talagang ethics, of course, is always one of our concerns. Kumbaga, we teach our students etiquette. Kaya lang, of course, nasanay tayo na talagang, ito yung rules, ito yung do's and don'ts. Kabisado na ng mga bata yun throughout the years. But right now, of course, they still do not know, of course, kumbaga, ano ba yung tama, ano ba yung mali. That's why, of course, in our attempt to educate, right, the children, of course, we have to ensure that we're also trying our best to make them computer literate. Kasi ang tendency kasi is that we're pushing them into cyberspace without guidance. Ang tendency, okay, online classes tayo, magkaklase ako. That's it. Right? But of course, teachers, we have to understand, okay? We have to ask ourselves, how will you expect your students, of course, to behave rightfully? Okay? If, let's say, for example, you did not really teach, kumbaga, what is expected of them online. Yeah? So it is really a must, of course, to teach the students what is expected of them ethically. Okay? Lalo na, of course, in the virtual space. Second, of course, is confidentiality. Alam niyo, teachers, madaming violations dito. Ano na nakocommit ang educators. Truth be told, sobrang dami kong nakikita sa newsfeed. 'Di ba? For example, before nauso yung magpo-post ng class directory sa Facebook kasi hinahanap si gantong estudyante, class list sa Facebook. Teachers, meron tayong tinatawag na Data Privacy Act. So of course, with this Data Privacy Act, it is really a must for us teachers, of course, not to post not to post information of our students in public. Dapat din ko ipopost natin yan, kahit kunyari class picture sa Zoom, for example, Zoom class picture, dapat pag pinost yan, meron tayong consent forms galing sa mga magulang, na pinirmahan ng mga magulang kasi minors pa yung mga bata, proving of course that they allowed na gamitin natin yun at i-post yun in public. Right? So remember, teachers, syempre sa part naman natin, it is really a must, of course, to collect a lot of information. But it is also, of course, kumbaga, something na dapat natin tandaan that, of course, we have limitations, especially in sharing the information, of course, being provided by our students. Okay? Third, of course, is academic honesty and research ethics. Right now, of course, downloading multimedia illegally or legally online is very easy. And this blurs the line between what is free and what is copyrighted. Di ba ngayon, teachers, aminin natin, halos lahat na lang dina-download, di ba? Legal o hindi yan illegal, o illegal yan, of course, napakadaling gawin online. Kung tayo nga marunong paano pa yung mga bata? Like for example, plagiarism, right? Is one of the issues, of course, which I would tackle later on. Na talaga namang very, kumbaga, sabi ko nga siguro ang number one case ngayon sa Pilipinas pagdating sa eskwelahan would be plagiarism. Number two siguro ang cyberbullying, right? So again, my dear teachers, we have to teach the students, of course, the importance of knowing how to cite sources, and of course, knowing how to of course, follow yung copyright laws. Kasi meron din tayo tinatawag na, of course, intellectual property right. So para maiwasan, of course, yung mga conflicts, maiwasan, of course, yung mga complications when it comes to those things, of course, that is a must for us to observe these things. Next, of course, is electronic communication. Of course, the electronic communication, of course, connects us not only to our students, but to all the stakeholders of the community, of the educational community. However, of course, minsan, di ba, the electronic communication, of course, blurs the line, right, between what is business and, of course, ano yung personal. Right? So, tandaan natin, of course, kung ano po yung tamang pakipag-usap. Kahit sabihin natin, kaibigan natin yung co-teacher, paano ba dapat kausapin yun? Ang bata, paano ba dapat makipag-usap kay teacher? Right? Hindi ibig sabihin, of course, sa Facebook, nasanay ka, ang kausap mo, yo, ganon, gaganunin mo rin yung teacher mo. Of course, paano mag-email, diba? Nakikita ko ang daming infographics ngayon, parang how to send an email to your teacher. Which only shows, of course, that this is really one of the major concerns na nararanasan natin ngayon. Next, of course, is social networks and cyberbullying. Most of the social networks, mga sikat na social media pages, of course, they don't have a lot of specific guidelines for the respective users, which would often result to ethical issues, especially cyberbullying. Ako po, to be honest, sometimes sinasadya kong tingnan ng account ng mga bata. Like for example, minsan nakikita ko sumasali sa mga bardagulan, tapos may makikita ko mga post, parang sabihin natin mga offensive posts. I always ask them, present or former students, wala naman ako masyado nakikita ngayon. Pero yung mga, of course, minsan hindi maiwasan ng mga bata kasi para sa kanila, it's just a joke, right? But then since this is something posted in public, of course, it would reflect not only to him, not only to the persons connected to him, but as well as, of course, to the school, to the institution. Eh kung sinasabi na, pag pinost mo ba yan, do you think this is, kumbaga, it shows you that you belong to the school, and that, and so on and so forth. Okay? And of course, as well as, dahil din dito, dahil wala rin clear guidelines at times, minsan mag-agree lang tayo, agree user, di ba? Tapos agree, and then di na binabasa. Diba? So hindi talaga nalalaman. Sometimes, of course, the students would be using this specific zone for cyberbullying. Di ba? Na parang they would be posting, of course, pictures na nakakatawa, yung itsura ng kaklase nila, ganito, ganyan, making fun of him, of course, which would really result, of course, to cyberbullying. Okay? Again, of course, when we talk about social media, It also brings up ethical issues for teachers who are also friends with their students. Baka mamaya, let's say for example, si teacher nag-public post. Sabihin natin, pumunta ng gathering. Kung nagkaunting wine, nagkaunting, for example, liquor. Syempre tayo, nasa edad naman na tayo, so why not? But of course, if the students would be seeing that, the students might not understand bakit tayo pwede at bakit hindi sila. Right? And at the same time, kung friend din natin ng mga estudyante, considering that social media is their emotional, kumbaga, this is where they release, of course, all their rants. This is where, of course, they post almost everything. Emotional outlet nila ito. Pinopost nila lahat. So, minsan, kakapost nila lahat. Tayo naman, teachers, of course, lahat na ng pinaka-elemanan natin. Right? So, again, it is, of course, unethical din in a way. But, of course, if this is alarming, syempre, we should, of course, still use what we see online, of course, to ensure that we are able to guide them. Next, of course, is plagiarism. Ito, napakasikat naman ito, di ba? Plagiarism is indeed an issue in education. Even during the time that technology is not yet involved. Then what more ngayon? Di ba? Plagiarism, of course, is even a greater concern. Di ba? It is indeed a huge ethical concern in the digital age. The students, of course, must be able to understand that there is no excuse to claiming an idea that is not theirs. Di ba? Ako po, malinaw na malinaw to sa mga bata ko, mga estudyante ko. Ayoko po talaga na nagpa-plagiarize. Easy-zero ko talaga sila dyan and I will file a case against them. And we also have to understand, teachers, na pag sinabi nating plagiarism, it is not enough to copy-paste and then put the source. Hindi ganun yun. They have to paraphrase it. Kasi teachers, kung lulusot sa atin yan, na nagka-copy-paste sila, tanggap lang tayo ng tanggap, wala talagang mangyayari. Masasanay ang bata. So it is important, of course, that we teach our students how to paraphrase, how to cite sources. We can use plagiarism tools, madaming applications, yung iba nga lang mga paid applications that we can use. Of course, investment din sa atin to para of course talagang makita ng mga bata that we're really checking of course their work. Next of course is privacy. Diba? The internet translate many of our clicks to data that they can sell to marketers or other interested parties. Diba? Sometimes pag kunyari nag-search ka ng ganito, automatic lumalabas puro ganito sa newsfeed mo, right? So again, of course, in one click, of course, the data that we're actually putting online, definitely, of course, napapakinabangan din yan ng of course ng kumbaga yung algorithms and then the like. So of course, that's something also that you have to remember. Next, of course, is electronic waste. Replacing old devices with the new ones is inevitable. Di naman talaga may iwasan, lalo na pag talaga may bagong labas, meron naman tayong natabing pera, and then the like. Di ba? However, of course, throwing these old gadgets is not advisable kasi nga, it would pose danger also, of course, to the environment. So, kung ganun po, of course, the advice is not really to throw these things, but to donate. Di ba? Ang lagi naman nating hashtag, di ba, is, kumbaga parang, ang hashtag natin palagi is, education for all, right? So since of course you're done with those gadgets, then why not donate them instead of course of throwing them or tatambak mo lang dyan, di ba? Para at least of course hindi rin talaga nasasayang, and at the same time of course we're also able to help kumbaga lessen yung pollution, of course yung toxic chemicals na lalabas po dyan from there. And lastly of course is poor connectivity. Actually nilagay ko to talaga, ito sarili ko to nilagay kasi ako based on stories that I heard that I get from my friends, a lot of students nowadays are actually using intermittent connection, poor connectivity as the reason for not being able to attend classes, for not being able, of course, to submit requirements and then the like. So I think that is also an alarming ethical issue, no? Mahalaga yan, of course, my dear teachers, that we teach our students to only use that reason kung talagang yun talaga ang rason. 'Di ba? Pag hindi 'yun ang rason, wag, 'di ba? Wag 'yun. Wag natin hayaan ng mga estudyante na lokohin tayo. But at the same time, of course, we have to understand na hindi rin pwede tayong tamang hinala. We need, of course, to get concrete evidences, of course, that would support kung ano yung hinala natin. Right? And of course, when we talk about ethical issues, hindi rin po pwede mawala, of course, ang infodemic. Right now, of course, there is already a widespread proliferation of fake news and false information in the digital age. Talagang misinformation and disinformation, itong dalawang bagay na to, these are everywhere. Of course, which really, of course, kumbaga, creates another, kumbaga, sabihin nating, alarming talaga sa atin tong misinformation and disinformation because, of course, most of the time, the victims would be the students. 'Di ba? Kasi sila yung kadalasan clickbaits, 'di ba? Sila yung kadalasan bandwagon. So we also have to address that. We really need, of course, to teach them how to become responsible social media users. Alright? So but above all these things, okay, tatandaan natin, okay, hindi ibig sabihin na may ethical issues ang technology, hindi na magandang gamitin, right? Because again, just like how I started this specific webinar, I showed to you how beneficial it is really for us to maximize the use of technology. Diba? Talagang sobrang laking tulong niya. However, of course, for us to be able to avoid these issues and for us, of course, to be able to use these different tools effectively, we always have to understand that we have to focus on our instructional design and not on the technology that we are going to use. So yung content ng lesson natin ay higit na mas mahalaga kaysa sa technology na gagamitin natin. Hindi technology ang mag-a-adjust, right? The use of technology would help us, of course, enhance, develop, improve our lesson. But that doesn't mean, of course, that the technology alone can make the students understand everything. It is very important, of course, that we teachers craft, of course, our lesson with the best teaching strategy, using, of course, the appropriate instructional materials, including, of course, the applications, the technology applications, and then the like, na pwede nating, of course, magamit. Okay? Critically re-examine course goals and objectives and consider carefully how they can be achieved, of course, in the hybrid environment. All right. So it's already 7:29. I have less than a minute to discuss. So allow me, of course, to end this specific session with a quote from David Warlick. Sabi niya nga, we need technology in every classroom and in every student and teacher's hand because it is the pen and paper of our time. It is the lens through which we experience much of our world. So in other words, not using technology or being afraid to use technology, not integrating the use of technology, okay, is of course not being a teacher to the students. It's not being a mentor to them, but it is of course a way of tormenting them. If we really want, of course, our students to achieve academic success, then let us not be afraid of to accept the fact that we actually need technology in our life. We actually need technology, of course, to educate the students, especially now, of course, that we're facing the pandemic. The technology will not, of course, make us any less, but it would make us, of course, address not only the needs of the students, but also their learning preferences. So on that note, maraming salamat po. I hope you have learned something, of course, from our session today. Again, if you have questions, you can email me at jcorcuera@vivalgroup.com. Maraming salamat po. Salamat po. Thank you po and God bless. Still yan.
Thank you very much, sir. Do you have any last reminders to our viewers for today po?
Last reminder, gaya po nung sinabi ko kanina, ang paggamit po ng technology, of course, kung magiging beneficial yan o magiging distraction yan, hindi lang yan nasa estudyante, nasa atin din yan. It will also, of course, it would also depend on how we would be able, of course, to discipline our students and on how we are going, of course, to teach our students to use and, of course, use, of course, this technology responsibly. Kaya nga, di ba, ang title ng ating session today, of course, is really, of course, promoting the responsible use, of course, of technology to avoid these ethical issues. So again, maraming salamat po. Stay safe and healthy, everyone. God bless po.
There we have it. In behalf of Ibal Group Incorporated, I would like to thank our speaker for today for this very insightful and informative teaching session. It is an honor to have you with us today, sir. And to all our Kavibal viewers, all thanks to you for your continuous patronage to our daily learning session. Don't forget to register to get your e-certificate of participation. We also encourage you to subscribe and watch on our official Vival Facebook and YouTube channel. Muli, maraming salamat at magandang araw sa ating lahat.